This is really kind of special. There's only the tire tracks as the responders, the dozer marks, the forest pushed up, and our set of prints running off this way. Wow. There's roads that go off in either direction. We're going to check that flat spot down in the woods there. And I'm actually climbing up here where all these trees are piled, because I'm about 1,000,000% sure that there's a road that tucked up right here, and that this is some sort of man-made flat spot, although now this has 1,000,000 tons of tree stuff on it. I'm gonna climb over there where those blackberries are. I'm actually afraid to get off of the log here because it's occurring to me that this looks a lot like the mines that I find that go straight down, because they kind of come up to the hill and they carve in a little bench and then they dig down. So if I can kind of see the berm of the old road under everything here, I can see the grass and where it was. I can see the manzanitas that grow on the edge, the hillside coming down steep, and then it drops into this big flat area. But beyond all that for right now, since it's going to be 1,000,000 years before these trees rot off, but all this flat area, I mean, there's so much to explore. And that's part of our quest, is wandering around enough and looking enough to find the new spots and the new zones. And this is a really good chance for us. Look at this burrow. Oh. There's a few burrows out there in the world right now. The other thing to remember is that this was just manhandled intensely. And so there's a lot of ground that didn't look so flat. Perfect for being a camp before they got here. It does now. But we're still going to step off trail every chance we get and look around, because you never know what little flat spot used to get used as a camp or a home. We're looking for bottles and shards and anything really. Yeah, it's epic. Look out there. So there will be an opportunity to look at the minerals and everything in the world that are here. That's where that flat spot was. I'm going to cross this creek. There's obviously option A over here. But I think we'll go look at this flat spot right on the other side of the creek where all the manzanita are. I see a little opening. Okay, this is the flat spot right across the creek, and you can see how dense it is, and it's not been scraped clean. Look at that. Really hard to tell. Here's this flat area that I wanted to come over and check, and it's all kind of open. Wish I had the detector. Little hints, but the guys I was talking to said people dumped a lot of garbage out here in the past too. That's all they were trying to do, is regulate that. Look over here. The circle of big old rocks. Let's go see how long we think they have been there. When we walk over, we'll look at the ground, see if we see any people signs. People signs. Man, that's going to be cool rock to look through. Yeah, look at that. That is a circle of rocks. They are big. They are old. See that? And they're obvious. And there's a center circle here. I'm going to go ahead and step in. What just got cut out of here was a toy on. See its left and see its little stumplets here where somebody slashed it, but that's what was piled here. So there's a center pile. And then another pile. You see it? See this neck circle? There's actually a hump here. Neck circle. And then this circle. I hope it's not too poor of light. So here's going to be our very next test. How big this stone is. Now remember, somebody else could have done this in the past artistically. Look how large this stone is. Now you know what I need to do, and I need you to forgive me for moving something. We'll choose one of these that we know is in place, but that's not so big. And we're going to look at the lichens, because these have a uniform lichen pattern. You can see a light on one side and mosses on the other going all the way around. See them? Dunk, 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 dunk. That's the inner circle. This is the outer circle. It's big. Comes all the way over to here. And here's a contact stone. Yeah. There's the outside that's faced anything that could activate growth. And there's the inside, bare. There's under it, nothing going on. Same thing, just these prop stones have been there for long enough to that look like that. And I'm going to do this real quick. Yeah, there's the mine. I'm going to move this. The reason why I am is for authentication reasons. There's the lichen line. There's actually black here. The next colors, reds, light colors, and then you see this. This is where it sat in the dirt. And that has sat here long enough for the moss to grow and the underlayers. And for all of this to look like this, and that to look like that. So this wasn't put here anytime recently. That is really cool. Okay, I'm going to turn you off and restore this perfectly. And try and get you a good shot. This is really an awesome spot. Here's the inner circle. Get the mosses growing between them. The contact between the lichen. Look right there. I'm not going to move it to prove it, but they're grown together. Same thing there. This is really cool. Center mound right in here. So you can get an idea what you're looking at. The stones that comes down on the trough, and then the outer circle. And then the bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Remember that this was just hiding out too. It didn't look like this perfect knoll. It had these trees standing around it and stuff. So these were oak trees that were growing out. This was a huge thicket of bushes, and like we just came out of these, how thick it is everywhere else where you can look. That's what this was hidden in. It's only sunny like this because all these stumps are missing. stump, stump. So this was actually deep down in there on the edge of this little rise. There's the creek coming down and then this forking in. We'll look around a little bit more. Just a lot of big rocks, but not in that pattern. All the leaves are falling off of everything. Well, the toyon will grow back. You can see there's sprigs of it. And it's in a good spot. This is what it looked like before it got cleared out around. That's literally where we were. It was just beyond there. This is how thick it was, so it just had responders come through and trim it all down and literally take the trees away and the canopy and the ground and everything by one to give you a taste of what it looked like. As I was walking in here, and there's this big old circle here. You're not going to be able to make this one out. Probably it's like trying to show a cellar hole. But it's actually a circle of really large stones too. There's one. There's one. There's the next. These are moss covered. I'm actually walking on them. There's the next. They go around. This is actually a big, huge mound of them. And they're large and well mossed together, and these are actually poison oak shoots that are growing out of them. But it's real obvious. Besides that, it's generally flat terrain, and then the circle that you can see here. And that's just a little ways away, so I imagine, look at the size of this tree butted up against that rock. Butted up against that rock and that one. And we come out here. And it's just leaves and, you know, you see that? So it's just sheer luck we're getting a little glimpse at it. And these are like rat nests, literally. And that's all I really see. Okay, I think we're gonna wander back. Well, we've hit the end of path B. This is where they stopped with the bulldozers this way. Look at those colors. It's just us and all the wild things out here. And we're pretty much surrounded. We go back to the big open areas. This I think we should check out with a friend, because I see hills rising up, and this is a side canyon, and this is the big knoll in between the two creeks. But with all this open ground and it being so close to sunset, why push through the bushes?